What is up, everyone? Cashion Studios here, and today I'm gonna be ranking all my villains, not Dylan's, my villains. And yeah, let's get started. So our first villain is the Shadow. Actually, you know what? Let me move my camera over here so you guys can see better. Yeah, right there. So our first villain is, well, my first villain. My bad. My first villain is the Shadow. See, the Shadow was a good villain. I had to do a fresh start. When Dylan created his villains, I wanted to create mine. So I created the Shadow. I had to think of something nice. So I started easy and make a Shadow. Guess what? It wasn't easy. It wasn't. First, I had to get my parents to do the Shadow part, and then after that, I had to do all that. It took 6 minutes of doing, and yeah, that went bad. However, he was a good villain. Good Shadow, like the name, the Shadow and stuff. And the fighting wasn't good, and I didn't make sense because the eyes weren't good. The effect, his weakness isn't good, and the ending part was terrible. However, I'm going to give it a meh, only because he was a good fresh start of making a villain, and that's how I made these good editors, like right here all the way to all of these down. And yeah. Alrighty, my next villain is the Tunnel Monster, aka Cyrus. However, I'm just gonna call him the Tunnel Monster because Cyrus I'm gonna make another movie about, and sometime in the future. Okay, Cyrus is basically like the Shadow, but who wants to prank people and have fun. It was the worst movie. It was in the tunnel movie. It did not look like a tunnel, and his abilities were sucks. His weakness, he never even died. He was still alive. The cats just let him go. So I'm gonna give Cyrus a bad because he was a worse villain. The design looks cool. It was just bad. Very bad. The Shadow was way better than the Cyrus. Okay. Keish. To be honest, guys, I would say this is the best. Amazing villain. You may be wondering why. It's because he literally been in like 53 of my videos, and he's literally the best villain I've ever created. He's not really a villain. He's sometimes good. But in the movie, it was bad because the Man movie, it was the worst movie ever I created, a flop. But he was good. He's been in a lot of videos, and I'm gonna give him amazing because he looks cool. He's basically me, but Keish, like the opposite of me. But that is a good villain I've created. An opposite me, and yeah, give it amazing. I should put it good, but I want to give it amazing because he's been in a lot of my videos. Okay, Chroma Destroyer. Some of y'all don't know this, but Chroma Destroyer is Keish. You may be wondering how. There's a whole story about it. I should make it soon. I never made it yet. Chroma Destroyer is basically in the Man movie. He is him, but him is he. He's an alien from a different outer space. So he just copied my body, just beat me, and tried to kill me, and yeah. And he was not a good villain. I can tell you how. He was in the Man movie. The Man movie was a flop because he did not have no fighting skills at all, and he was worse. His only weakness was a death remote. That was very easy. I could have got a remote and just killed him anyways. People could have got a remote. It could kill him anyways. Like Venom, you burn him in fire and stuff. You could have done that. It could have been better. But he was a bad villain, not a good villain. His design was cool, but he was just not good. Yeah. Alright, Jeff Michael. Jeff Michael, he's a real villain. I'm not joking. He is a real villain. I met him in Texas when I was driving to California to Tennessee when I was moving, sadly. I met in Texas, we became friends, we became Discord friends, and then he tried to buy my channel. I denied. So he challenged me to a YouTube race up to 5,000 subs. And I beated him. He was up to 1,200. I don't know how, but my deal was you had to delete your channel and never come back on YouTube ever again. And I won. I beat him by one video that I had to delete because it was copyrighted. And his channel was deleted, and I never see him again. I never. He was a good villain. I actually had a real villain. I'm gonna give him an okay because he was good, but also a bad friend. He was not a good friend at all. He tried to steal my channel and buy it off of me. That's stupid. That's literally stupid. Comment down below, please, if that is stupid. Maybe not. All right. Ever since I made the Tunnel and the Shadow movie, I started upgrading my channel more and having more actors instead of just being by myself. So that's when I got a few of my friends, Caleb, Ryder, and Rio, aka they were the bad guys in Home Alone and stuff. And we first created our first true good classic movie, The Dingle. Basically a dingleberry, but not really a dingleberry. The Dingle is basically a serial killer who likes to kill people, but he's not really just a serial killer. He's a devil. A devil. Yeah, he basically, when you kill him, he comes back to life by looking into people's eyes and transferring his soul into theirs, and then they will die as well. However, he wanted to keep me alive, And that we'll talk about that later, but because in Dingle 1 he just started killing 2 people. Well, technically I was still alive till Dingle 2, and yeah. He was a good villain. I'm gonna give him a good only because he's not really amazing. It's because the only part, it's like it didn't show really that much fighting at the end because it was just facing at me and not really those two, but it was good. I would say a good villain. Comment down below please if it's amazing or good. Okay, the Dingle 2, aka Colton. Dingle 2 happened when I told my brother to kill the Dingle, and it was amazing. I'm not joking, it was amazing. He had a gun, good sound effect, good ending. The ending, it was good because the Dingle won. First time a villain actually won in my movies. And I would say he's amazing. Only because Colton was good acting, good trying to pretend to be a surgeon and being in the hospital, which was not really a hospital. It was basically like a lab in my own house before I died. It made sense. It made the phone and everything, the guns and the eye effect was amazing. Everything in that movie was amazing. Thank you, Colton, Caleb, and other friends that were in that movie. Thank you so much. Alright. The Dingle 3. The Dingle 3, it really didn't make sense, but I can explain it to you what it is. The Dingle, in the Dingle 2 movie, when he was walking away, he actually went downstairs into my room and did not kill me. He put his hand on my head and put me into a coma, aka a nightmare/dream world, where when I die, I repeat and go back to the bed, and I have to find the exit to escape. And to be honest, I don't know if there's ever going to be a Dingle 4 or 5. I'm bet you we're just going to have Dingle 4 and that's it, but it was very complicated making this movie. We had to think of an idea of this movie and everything. We had a lot of actors, basically like 6 actors in that movie. It was me, Alex, B Vids, he's another YouTuber, and his 4 friends were in it. And it was very complicated to make that movie. It was very complicated. It wasn't really good because the ending was a cool part, but I'm just gonna have to give it a good because it's not really amazing because like I'm like running away. Wait, actually the running away part was cool. Like the running away part, seeing like the cool shaking effects and everything, like my actually running from like that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna give it a good because it was a good movie. I mean the logo wasn't good, but it was a good movie. I should really change the logo. Alright. Jarrett Hilber, I think I spelled his name wrong, I don't know. He was in the Blood Dead Payback movie that my friend Tim Dance wanted to make. It's basically like a robber who was basically waiting for his friend to pay him $5 but denied, so he went to jail and he wants revenge by killing his own friend, but instead his friend killed him, and then his last words were, "I thought we could make it to the end, remember?" And then he just headshotted him dead. He was a cool villain. I like the logo of his face and everything holding the gun. And I would say he's an okay. He wasn't really that funny. I mean, the acting... You know what? No. The acting was good. I would say the acting is good. Because me falling, doing the headshots, being like, I thought we could be friends to the end. That was amazing. Very amazing. But I'm going to give it a good because it's not really amazing like these two. Alright, Morse. The Morse series is amazing. You may be wondering why. It's because Morse 1 really didn't really make sense, but Morse 2 actually made sense because they're talking about the first Morse 1 movie. And then the Morse 3, it kind of got confusing because where is Morse? There's not really Morse in that movie. It's literally Tim Dance. But I'll tell you this right now, Morse just like controlled him. And then after that, just used him to kill me and just, yeah, and I would say Morse was a good villain. However, I'm gonna give him a good or amazing. I need to think here. He wasn't amazing. The logo was good. It's actually, that logo is beautiful. It's literally half of him, half of Morse, red eyes. That is amazing. I'm not basing off the logo. It's basically like he was a good villain and the Morse series did make sense. It really did make sense. And I'm gonna give Morse amazing because he was quiet, he was a good villain, we had good acting, there was only 2 of us making the movie, and it was perfect. And my last but not least villain I have to make after, well, technically not really after, but I have to make a Zetar movie. It is Zetar. It's basically a star from outer space who wants to literally take over the world. But it's like an opposite star. You make a wish, and he gets the wish and tries to kill you for it and destroy your house. And yeah, if you mess with it, he will kill you. However, he was so stupid because I made a wish in my own mind, and not his mind, because I said my own mind, not his mind, my own mind. And I got the mind, made him poof away. He'll come back another month or two. It already did pass a month, but yeah. And he wasn't. The effects was good, which is why I'm gonna give it a good, because the effects and everything was good. And I don't know how we're gonna make the Z-Tar 2 movie, but we'll figure it out. We will. Eventually, he'll probably be amazing if we do make the Z-Tar 2 movie good. But I gotta wait on that because I have a vacation to go to. And yeah. So, that is all my villain tier list. I would do my friend Marvel Yoshi Roblox next if you want. Just comment down below, please, if I should or not. And yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching, so please like, subscribe, slap the bell, and comment down below, please, what tier list I should make next, and some other memes I should make on shorts and stuff, and yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya!